going to have to happen here is people are going to need some help, okay? So my thought here is that the PERS board can provide some tools. So what information is out there? We need to make sure that people know what's out there, that they know how to use it, and some of the tools might be some fairly simple what-if tools that says, if I find this number of dollars over the next 3 biennia and I pay it into the PERS program and reduce my UAL, this is what would happen to my expense rates.
Yes.
Hopefully getting past this question about whether it actually affects your rates or just squeezes the collar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I also think, as you all know, no plan just runs on autopilot. And so, the plan has to be revisited. And I think, in conversations with the PERS team, they can look at these plans on a biennial basis and say, where are we now? Based on what the investment returns have been and what you've actually deposited against your unfunded liability, now where does it look for the next 20 years? So to me, this is the beginning of a process of not just establishing a plan, but it's also to identify actions you can take. And it's an ongoing process every biennium to say, where am I now? And am I ahead of plan, or ahead of schedule, behind schedule? What other changes do I have to make? So it's really about starting a process of getting more engaged in whether or not we can address this on a long-term basis, as opposed to just dealing with, biennia by biennia, the impact of this. So to me, a good plan says, I know what to expect over the next 20 years. I've combed through all of the things I might be able to do. I have an awareness of how I can move these numbers. And, it's a process that you have to follow it all the way out until this problem is resolved.